Imagine trying to explain, like, the color blue to someone who was born completely blind. You can say it feels cold or calm, but the actual visual reality is just, it's completely beyond their sensory perception.
Right, yeah. It's impossible to grasp.
And today we're looking at a text that basically says, that's us. We are the ones trying to perceive a reality entirely outside our five basic senses. Welcome to today's deep dive, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a super humbling premise, and that's exactly the foundation of the source material we're exploring today. We are looking at a really profound piece of Sikh scripture written by Guru Amar Das Ji.
Right.
Specifically, it's a pauRee, which translates to a step or a stanza, and it's set within Rag Vedhans.
Let's clarify Rag Vedhans for a second, because that's not just a chapter title, right? It's a specific musical framework used in this tradition.
Exactly, yeah. Think of a rag as setting the emotional atmosphere before the words even start. And just to note, since we're diving into this text simply to understand its philosophical architecture.
Yeah, impartially unpacking the concepts, right, not preaching them.
Exactly. It's helpful to note the tone here is deeply reflective. The main subject of the text is naam, the Lord's name.
Okay, so the text describes Harinam with these massive, just awe-inspiring terms: immortal, unfathomable, imperishable, and the architect of destiny. But, and here's where I get stuck, when I think of a name, I think of a label.
Like a tag.
Right, like coffee cup, car, tree. How does a mere label act as an architect or a creator? Is it like trying to comprehend infinity?
Well, in this philosophical context, naam isn't just a label or a spoken noun. It's actually the mechanism of creation itself.
Oh, okay.
Think of it more like a fundamental vibration or a cosmic energetic signature. The idea is that before there was a physical matter to touch or see, there was this creative force projecting the universe into existence.
Wait, so if the universe is a symphony, Harinam isn't the title written on the sheet music, it's the actual sound wave making the music happen.
That hits much closer to the mark, yeah. It is it's the unseen reality that everything else rests upon. And the text specifically notes, this force is beyond sensory perception.
Because you can't measure a cosmic vibration with a ruler.
Exactly. Or weigh it on a scale, which immediately places the human intellect in a position of humility, forcing us to accept there's a limit to our physical observation.
Right. But if it is completely outside my physical senses, how am I supposed to interact with it? I mean, the text says the solution is to serve, worship, and meditate on the name until the soul is completely imbued with it.
Yeah, imbued is the key word there.
But mechanically speaking, how does meditating on a concept actually change someone?
Well, look closely at that word imbued. In physical terms, when you imbue cloth with dye, you aren't just painting the surface. You soak it until the chemical structure of the fabric permanently holds the color.
Oh, wow. So meditating on the name it's like an act of spiritual osmosis.
Precisely. It's not just intellectual memorization. Intellect is surface level. The text suggests that by constantly bringing your attention back to this fundamental frequency, you tune your own internal state to it.
You align with it.
Right. And the promise here is that this alignment becomes your ultimate spiritual anchor. When physical life, which is inherently impermanent, comes to an end, the soul remains tethered to this immortal vibration. It provides absolute deliverance.
Okay, but realistically, nobody just wakes up one day and intrinsically knows how to tune their internal frequency to a cosmic vibration. You need help, right?
Oh, absolutely. You need a guide. The text calls this the true guru, the generous guide who actually reveals this unseen reality to the seeker.
And the gratitude expressed toward this guide is intense. I noticed a detail in the text that really threw me, honestly. The author doesn't just thank the guru.
Right, they go further.
Yeah, they explicitly write, blessed. Blessed are the guru's mother and father. I mean, I understand being grateful to your teacher, but thanking their parents, that seems incredibly specific.
It really is, but it's a demonstration of total, sweeping reverence. Think about what the seeker has gained here. An anchor for their soul. Deliverance from impermanence.
It's a massive gift.
It's so massive that thanking just the person handing it to you feels inadequate. You realize that without an entire chain of historical events, without this guide being born, being raised, being shaped by their parents, you would still be spiritually blind.
Oh, I see. The gratitude spills out of the immediate moment and flows backward through time. You're basically acknowledging the entire root system of the tree that gave you the fruit.
That is a great way to put it. The text maps a complete journey, recognizing a reality bigger than yourself, learning to anchor into it through spiritual osmosis, and realizing you owe your awakening to a lineage of generosity.
When you step back, the mechanics of this pauRee are incredibly elegant. You acknowledge the limits of your senses, you tune yourself to the underlying creative force, and you show profound gratitude to whoever handed you the tuning fork.
It really is a timeless framework for finding stability.
Which leaves you with something highly relevant to chew on. In our world today, we are constantly bombarded by things we can perceive. Screens, alerts, trends.
But it's all fleeting.
Exactly. So when the noise gets too loud and the universe feels entirely unfathomable, what is the core unseen truth that grounds you?